Hey, welcome back everyone to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are here, dudes. The last one. This is getting good. This is getting so good. I can't wait. Uh our summation examination was completed and we managed to do it. We brought some new facts to light. We also realized that of course, surprise surprise, the Skulkin brothers' testimony was completely bogus. And because of the stereoscope, the world's best invention, we found out that they have somehow tampered with evidence, possibly in the crime scene. So now we are going to go ahead and get more testimony from them. I really hope it is true this time because otherwise I'm wasting my time. We also learned that all the jurors are nuts. Well, most of them. And there's like a Russian revolutionary on the juror squad, which really seems like some kind of crazy oversight. Hopefully we'll get more about that. All right, let's see where we're going.
Order. Let us resume proceedings.
Yes, let's.
Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
I think the judge is mad because we definitely proved that they were, yeah, they're sweating. Oh, you're still here? How you doing, boy? Just eating them fish and chips. Delicious. I gotta tell you, this game has single-handedly made me want to have, like, fish and chips for the last month. No joke. I've just been like, dang. Wish I could have some fish and chips suddenly. Like, I never would have thought of that before.
I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination.
Yeah, I bet they heard it. Wario and Waluigi are in some fucking trouble.
Oh, yeah, Governor.
I did, Gov, I did. Yeah, well, y'all are in some deep doo-doo. And honestly, the prosecutor might be in some deep doo-doo too because, like, he's supposed to be like, you guys gotta tell the truth now or he's gonna get you. I'd be scared. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Cool! Blimey!
This is going to be hard work. Oh, someone's gonna send me that screenshot, I know, before the work. Listen, you guys are always doing the Lord's work out here. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windibanks. Yeah, we heard it all. A bunch of bullshit is what it was.
Well, it was bedlam soon as, wasn't it?
It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
Is that the voice? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. However, that was a lie. Sure was. You brothers. Okay. They just keep losing pieces of clothing. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter.
We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out?
Oh, y'all better get your testimony together because you just said it. Bros, stop pogging. Close your mouths. Crazy pogging in today's 2026?
You will now give formal testimony once again.
And this is probably just gonna be a lie too. We know.
You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time you will tell the truth.
Man, did I mention I love this judge? He is so good. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. Even Van Zeeks is on our side. Let's go, working together, honey. Uh-oh. That's going to be your head, boys. You done pissed him off. He ain't having none of it either. And that, gentleman, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. Yeah, tell him. Oh, they're in so much deep doo-doos. A thought worth pondering, perhaps.
Hey, say no more, Gov, we hear you. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach.
I don't know. Dude's sounding more and more like a kid every moment. Dude, my throat is crazy with all these voices. Illegal entry, the whole truth. Oh, my lord. Okay.
Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
It was when we heard the gunshots, see? Made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
Lummy didn't have to give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next.
We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black.
We couldn't have shot the pawnbrokers, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
Okay, well, that's gonna be their voices for now, because I said so.
So you admit to the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Windibank's countertop on the night in question.
Don't ransack, Governor, no.
That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah.
What? Ain't no one falling for that shit, man. My boy over here is bending over. When does he ever do that? Yeah, you fucked up. But this is crazy.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess.
Yep.
Well, why you say it? We all sound like roughs at all.
We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you make us sound a bit more, cutthroat?
You guys want to be cutthroat thieves? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I think you guys are just a bunch of flim-flams. Silly bums. It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windibanks that night. Definitely not. Definitely not. Someone put them up to it. Something weird's going on here. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. I like how we're panning over to the inspector as well. Like he's got something to do with it. If he does, I'm gonna lose my absolute mind. I hope you guys know this. All right, let's go. Press everything. All right, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. Tell me more. Let's hear it. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place?
You know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we?
We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we've up to no good.
You guys need to pick a lane. Do you want to be cutthroat or do you want to be innocent?
Well said, Rigby, old China. We only laid ourselves in more trouble.
And in fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. Exactly.
That's rotten luck.
Well, that's what happened. Golly. Are these first timers or something? How do they not know? Says the rotten apple eater. They're all apples and pears. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of the joke. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
Oh, we never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up.
What does that even mean? Benzies, can you please just throw something at them? I'm done with this. Can you do something? Man, if I got that look, I'd be straightening up. Just kidding, I'd be gay as hell, you feel me?
Sorry.
Oh dear. It was when we heard the gunshot scene made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. I don't believe this for a second. I want to hear more about that. Tell me more. So what you're saying is the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much that you knocked all those things off the counter?
Well, it shocked both of us that much, yeah. Bag of nerves needs to keep his shirt on.
Look, it was loud, all right. Blimey, me dead granny would have woken up at that bang.
It's a gunshot. If you guys are thieves, haven't you heard that before?
Big brother there screamed like a blooming baby, fell over on the counter. He knocked over a load of books, candlestick, some skull, whatnot.
That got tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
That's like everything that was there. What do you mean? You've really mastered working quietly then.
What a racket. Me granny would have been scared back into her grave at a clatter like that.
So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. Yeah, that's really all you had to say.
And then some, I mean, whoa, we were quiet as a mouse, and then it was all of a sudden, bam, what you doing over here eating, sir? Hello?
Excuse me.
What's happened? What's wrong, Gregson? Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to. I didn't say shit. No, something to add about their testimony. Yeah, yeah? You seemed to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. About the bang being really loud, I think is what it was. Did it make you think of something? Did it? Come on, Gregson.
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind? Yeah. What's up? What happened?
As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story of what they're saying now.
Oh, did it indeed? Uh-oh. Y'all better keep track of your lives. Better tell me more about that then.
Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Gov, might have. Don't ring a bell now you mention it.
Oh, jeez. Really? We're gonna be back and forth with them forever.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still.
I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? Well, thanks for that. At least now we know.
If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
That's right.
Easy. We'll get it right this time.
That's it. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Then speak. Man, Van Zeeks is done with it. Me too.
Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Man, I would not want to piss him off. Seriously, though.
Oh, right you are, Gov.
Jeez.
Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." What? Really? All right. Well, can I press this because I want... Okay, so tell me more about that then. Whose voice was it? So, in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously?
We did, Gov, we did.
Hello, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yelling all.
If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam.
What?
Kind of thing.
Really? Do we believe that? I don't know. A career in acting tragically missed. Listen, they should better than thieving. They should take it on the road. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was.
Was it? From the storeroom where the victim was found dead?
And the voice you heard, was it that of the victim, Mr. Winterbank?
What do you think?
On me granny's life, course it was.
On his granny's life, course it was.
So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice?
So that mean what?
What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Oh, they weren't ready to answer that one. Surely not.
Yes, Counsel, indeed it would.
Oh, they're just digging themselves... I think they're in trouble. They're just digging themselves deeper and deeper, aren't they?
No. We didn't know the geezer.
How am I supposed to deny it with that bloke in all the fancy clubbers giving us the evil eye?
And I'd be worried about that if I were you. I mean, I like him looking at me, but even I get nervous. I'm just saying. Dude's famous.
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On me granny's life, it is.
On his granny's life, it must be.
Isn't his granny also your granny? Okay, well. It's a good job his granny's dead. Yeah, what would she say?
To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
Is that what we're going with?
You make it sound like we're clumsy.
Who cares what it sounds like? Is it the truth or not? Oh my god, I can't with these two.
Don't forget, we tied it up after like good little boys, anyway the way I see it.
Bloke what owed the place was old and a gun, so we should have fired instead of yelling at the girl. I don't understand something here. Wait a minute. Something's bothering me big time. They said they heard someone shout something before the gunshot. Can I go back? Because, like, what's the last one? Is it rectified now? Something's bothering me about this. What, did I miss something good? Should I present here? Here's my thought on this. So see, he says, just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." He heard a voice. Give me that gun. And then he got shot. Hang on. Sorry. I want to look at something. Why does it sound wrong? First of all, my thoughts were, how are they going to tell what's going on behind the door? Surely they heard it, but the voices would probably be a little muffled. And then, would they have been able... Was that how it went? Give me that gun. Because did you see the way they enacted it? That's what made me feel something was weird. But I don't know if that's supposed to be a literal representation of what we're going with. Are they just acting, or are they saying that because of the way they heard it, he pulled the gun away from her, or tried to? Because look at this, he was shot in the back. Is that what we're going for? Hang on.
Objection.
This might not be it. Am I too early? Sometimes this happens and I get way too early. The witness last statement is clearly at odds with this piece of evidence. Oh no, I'm too early, I think. Wait, am I on the right track or no, maybe I'm just wrong. It does happen. That's all right, we haven't lost one yet. I'm doing good today, actually.
Would you kindly desist from that wide-eyed panic look you were wont to wear?
No, that I agree with. Can we stop doing that? It looks stupid. It's the only panic-stricken look I know. Same. Wait, so I wasn't supposed to take it as fact then. That's what it was. Okay, I wasn't supposed to. All right, so then we just go to the next one. Sorry. My phone rang. Okay, we're back. Jeez. Okay, I think I'm either totally wrong about that or too early, but I wonder if that's going to come into play, because I saw how they did it, like he grabbed the gun away from her. We know that didn't happen. But I think maybe I'm just thinking too hard on this. Let's just keep going. I don't know why that struck me as wrong. The bloke what owned the place was holding the gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Maybe this will actually give us what we're talking about here. Let's see. You're saying that Mr. Windibank had a gun in his hands? Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Who was holding it at first? That's what I want to know. Did she just grab it off of him, or did she just pick it up, or because he had it laying around?
Oh yeah, I bet that was a side A. Them two waving them guns at each other must have gotten pretty heated. I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't want to get shot."
Right. Maybe this is what led me to think. I don't know what my brain... I think I'm overthinking this.
Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Oh. Mr. Windibank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. That's what I'm saying. It would have been easily grabbed. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. Including his own. That someone being himself, of course. Oh, well, yeah.
Good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Seriously?
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was gonna shoot beat him to it, cooked his goose proper.
And he wished he'd squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun."
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot? Something's wrong here. Why am I feeling so uneasy about this?
It was more or less the same, Golf.
See, look at that. There's no way he shot him like that. She didn't shoot him like that. No one shot him like that. Is this supposed to be literal? This is the thing that bugged me.
Kind of thing.
First of all, also, how did you see? You didn't see shit? Yes, a career in acting very tragically missed. He heard the sound of someone hitting the deck before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. Interesting. Didn't have to give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter come out the door, get us next. I don't know. Like I said, something's bugging me. He wasn't shot in the chest, but I don't know if that's what they're trying to insinuate or not, and I don't know if we need to present that. So you didn't try to open the storeroom door then?
Not on your life. It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gov, it was. From the inside.
Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom.
Well, we kind of know that there was. There's the window, but that's about it. Like through the keyhole or a spy hole, perhaps?
Don't ring no bells, don't light no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that.
So they didn't look, is what they're saying, okay.
We're still cutting all teeth in this game, see, but one day...
Oh, they are new at it. I guess that answers my earlier question.
We'll really cut the mustard.
Why they're saying that right in front of the police? Please, cut it out. Good one, Ryunosuke. I laughed.
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Right. Right, here they're showing it again. Whatever happened, whatever kind of altercation they had, he was shot in the back. That's what the autopsy says, too.
Gina was in there unconscious with the gun in her hand.
Yeah, how did that happen, too? How did she become unconscious as well? We haven't even gotten into that yet.
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
We're live, even if we wanted to.
Right, that part I might believe. We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into the black. Right, that was me.
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. We was a bit hasty there.
We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand. That's right, Iris, get 'em.
Good advice, miss, good advice.
Jeez, these guys aren't gonna make it very far, are they?
Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Bet you don't, mate, miss.
After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers the summer, so they clapped the derbies on us like winking.
And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
But listen, that proves it, don't it, eh?
Jeez, this testimony. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, we never even had a chance.
Hold it!
I don't know. I'm not sure about that part, but something really ain't sitting right with me with the way they showed it. But it could just be them acting, so maybe I really think I'm either overthinking it or something's weird here and they're trying to trick me. Why should we believe that?
Hey, what? Well, 'cause it's true, innit?
The place is totally empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. Right. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Winterbank. Correct.
Well, now you're kind of leading them to the answer, aren't you?
You got it, mister.
Down to a tie.
Judge, are you falling for this? Because I'm not. So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank? Is that really true, I wonder? Here's the thing, now they're pointing me. How are they acting like he got shot then? Or are they just guessing? That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony? I'm worried here because I don't know what to present. What is it, Runo? You look very fierce. Thanks, girl, I showered. It's looking good, right? I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. I mean, listen, I could go for that anyway.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine.
Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. It is nothing more than a feeling, though. I've no proof to support it. My feelings exactly. Something's wrong, but I can't pinpoint this. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling, like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all.
Oh.
I think you should trust your instincts.
Iris, thank you.
Sometimes I think she's 10 years old. I must be 5. She's very mature for her age. Let's go on. What's the one that made me feel the most way? It's either this one here or the next one, maybe. Because I don't think we pressed anything on the next one, did we? We pressed it, but I don't think we presented. Before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me the gun." The bloke would own the place was holding a gun. He should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Here's the thing. And then they just said that they didn't see anything. But what do we present? Because something's definitely wrong with that statement, for sure. How did they know? That's the thing. There's a problem here. There's a problem here. If he was holding the gun, first of all, how did they know he was holding it? Also, he was shot in the back. Should have fired instead of just yelling at the girl. But the girl had the gun, or so we think because of the picture. So we either have this picture, but I think that's the only one we really have because these ones aren't really showing anything. Well, actually, this one does too. She's still, even at this point, she's got the gun in her hand. Mr. Windibank doesn't have the gun. So we either show this, or I guess we could we show... Which one? I wanted to show this one at first. I'm going to go with it again.
Objection.
Wait, it could be one too where it would be both. Because that has happened a couple of times already. I'm just guessing here. So you're saying... See, I was early. That's what I thought. I'm like, why are you enacting it and saying he was holding a gun, should have shot, when I don't even think he had the gun in his hand at all. That's what I'm thinking. That on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windibank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
He has, Nash, he has. No question.
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windibank was not holding a firearm of any description. I think the other picture would have worked too. Let me know if you know in the comments.
You what?
Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection!
What's wrong? You don't agree with me? There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. That's not what I'm saying, handsome. I would remind the court that Mr. Windibank's gun was found at the scene. Yeah, but not in his hand. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon— ooh, hello, close-up. But it was found in the accused's hand. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, that Multula used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Yeah, see, look at that. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't— see, that's the third time they showed that to us. Is that supposed to be literal?
Kind of thing.
Hold it!
No, it wasn't like that, though. He got shot in the back. Stay exactly where you are, right there.
Eh?
If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. Rianowski, here it comes. That's what I said. Goodness, are you sure, counsel? You intrigue me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Oh, girl, I've got the evidence and it's in my pants. Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments? Well, wait a minute. We just did it. Is it a case of doing the same thing over? He was shot in the back. It shows the single bullet wound in the man's back. Do we have to really present it again?
Take that!
Is that gonna work? Oh, shoot. Maybe I should have done the autopsy report. Wait a minute, because that also says he was shot in the back, I believe. According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously or so we've been led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. That's right. However, if I could ask the court to study the photograph of the victim's body again, you can clearly see that Mr. Windibank was in fact shot from behind. Oh. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Why did they even bring that up? They were supposed to say they didn't see shit. Just silly, isn't it? But it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Nash, it is. When we were shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Winterbank holding a gun? When would they have seen that? Oh, they lying through their teeth. Every single thing here. Why the heck you lying?
Something like that might have slipped out.
Oh, Zeke's is gonna kill him. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Oh, here we go. Why the heck you lying? All the elastic on your underwear
Gone. Order, order! Witnesses, explain yourselves at once. The thing is, we weren't supposed to,
Uh-oh. 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 You're about to be in trouble. It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. Get him, girl. I'm here. I got the popcorn. Let's go. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
Oh, the judge ain't having it either. This is so good.
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is,
Cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we play him now, you know what he'll do to us.
Who? Who put you up to it, bros?
I bet I know.
I have a guess. Do you? He? Who are they talking about?
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Here it fucking comes.
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Bruv, come on, Gabe's up.
But he'll have our guts for garters.
In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. Oh, I think it was the other one. That's okay.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Are you serious? We're doing it again? Well, they're not gonna tell the truth. They're just not, and we know. They're not gonna though. Like, oh my, but we have to, because what other choice do we have, right? That's the thing.
Well, do we have to?
On pain of death. That's a pretty good reason.
I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Oh no. Oh no, so how is this gonna work? Encounter with the victim? Oh dear God.
Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug.
Okay.
Give me that gun, he bellowed and flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it.
That's why they said they saw it for sure, okay.
There no geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
Oh, is that how the shit got all messed up, I bet?
I pulled me gun on him and he legged it through that door in the back room.
We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear.
What? That's it? Well, that changes a lot, though, doesn't it, though? Just even in those 4 statements. So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you, in fact, encountered him in the main part of the shop.
Oh, wait, yeah, it's alright. Well, we find ourselves in an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
It does indeed.
But honest, Governor,
This time.
this time, Nash, this time we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Oh, I'm gonna. This is pissing me off, wasting my time. I'm old as shit. I don't got much time left. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. There's no way it's gonna go down this easy, even if we get him to tell the truth. This is only the beginning, I fear. This is only the beginning. Right, okay. Do what we do best. Press it all. We just got inside and we heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug, okay? Tell me more about that, please.
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windibank.
Who else? Sorry, I mean, that's right.
We won't keep any close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was going to come out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbrokery's storeroom?
Yeah, that must have been where he popped up from. Only place he could have been.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
That's what it seems like. That's probably important.
Which means that Ginny must have been in there at that point as well.
But that doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Windibank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Yeah, something tells me that maybe they were just having a conversation. It's definitely not set up the way we think. Something's weird.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at the time?
What? That Mortula? Couldn't tell you.
No way, Corbett. We had bigger fish to fry than them. I mean, the old geezer just lost it.
Right, okay. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. Okay, tell me more about that.
You mentioned that Mr. Windibank shouted those words in your previous testimony, too. However, you claimed that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Did we?
Yes, kinda did, yes.
But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, yeah. Was the victim Mr. Windibank wielding a gun at the time?
Was he ever? Blimey, a lummy, great ugly barrel he had. Poured straight at me frontispiece.
So, what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windibank with the gun at that time, is that right?
It is, Gov, it is. Spot on.
Right, okay.
And all of a sudden, he came out us, he did.
It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who.
You were clearly all going for each other.
Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean.
Okay. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter. Tell me more about that, only because it sounds like it's funny. I mean, you are a little football shaped. Just being honest. Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony, too. So that's probably how it got all messed up, right?
Well, yeah, of course we did.
He knocked over a load of books, candlesticks, some skull and whatnot.
That got tangled in a marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked scares on the floor.
So the same thing you just said previous, but that you got thrown is what did it. Okay. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
Well, big bro, if he went flying over that counter like gunshot, I could tell you. Old geezer pinned him.
He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a blooming pound cake in seconds.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
Okay, that's how they showed up. So fast. That's right, when the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street. They ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Yep.
Poor Mr. Windibank, he did everything he could to protect his shop.
He did, didn't he? I pulled me gun on him and then he legged it through the door in the back room. So he ran back. He ran back there. Why would he run back there if Gina was there with a gun? That doesn't make sense. Are you intending to shoot Mr. Windibank?
No, never. I was just,
Looking out for...
looking out for me, bro, weren't I? He won't be flat, and don't forget.
By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes?
And then the man fled into the storeroom where you pointed your gun at him. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away. He ran off through the door and shot himself in.
Right. So why would he hide in there if there was danger in there? Gina wasn't a danger to him. There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true.
I wonder why Mr. Windibank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun.
Oh, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windibank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door.
But he had it in his hand at the time, didn't he? So she didn't have it. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windibank's hand again?
I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it.
Yeah.
Look, point is, me brother here.
That's right, Nash, that's right. Me brother here.
Okay. This is the last statement? Yeah. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. I don't believe it. Something's weird here. You say you had nothing to do with it?
Nothing at all.
Nothing, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went and shot himself in the back room, didn't he?
Locked it was from the inside.
That's why it was locked from the inside. He ran in there and locked it because he was afraid. So that makes sense, doesn't it?
We know it was because we tried to open it.
But it's a decent door, that one, good and strong, wouldn't budge an inch. So, in the end, the situation remains unchanged.
Not really. No, there's definitely something different.
Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade.
What? No. I know. Wait a minute now. Why would he run back in there with her then, though? Something's weird.
It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windibank? Well, I ain't doing it, but guess what? I'm gonna think about that. Because now that the game is leading me there, I feel there could have been. And I'm worried about who it was. I'm really worried, actually. Sorry to do this to you, but we're stopping right here. And in the next one, what will I choose? I think you guys probably know if you know me and how I play. However, where is this gonna lead us? We're just gonna have to find out. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Thank you so much, too, for all the support, the likes, comments, and the subscribes, guys. Thank you so much. They help so much. And honestly, there's no one I'd rather go on this journey with than y'all. Yeah, this trial is getting so good. I'm so excited, guys. Thanks for being with me. I'll see you in the next episode. Toodaloo.